Gango, how's everybody doing, man? Welcome back to Man Blue FC. My name is Lande, and look, we're jumping into our second recording of the night. As promised, I'm recording yesterday's edition of the Transfer Daily show with Robbie because we're playing a little bit of catch up. I've been sleeping on the consistency metric, people, as of late, but you know what I mean. We gotta feed the streets, as the songs say. Just want to remind you guys that we have the X files that are currently made private on my YouTube account, and if you guys are interested in exposing those, then go ahead and hit a like button on the video. And if we get to 20 videos, then I'm gonna go ahead and react to those files. It's so embarrassing, guys. I hope you don't. This is the one time where I hope we don't actually meet our target. But anyway, you guys know what to do. I don't really want to take up too much time. There wasn't too much transfer news on the last video we reacted to, so I'm hoping maybe there'll be more details on the video I'm about to watch right now. And I guess let's just jump right into it. You know, there's not a lot else to say about it.
Eze's not looking like he's going to be standing at the Emirates Stadium in an Arsenal shirt. As a matter of fact, it looks like he's going to be wearing a Tottenham shirt. I mean, big rumours all over the place that Eze is going to sign for Spurs next week. They haven't put a bid in yet, but they are set to put a bid in. They've been in advanced talks with him. He's agreed to join Spurs.
Spurs didn't look bad at all.
But there's been no movement in the weekend whatsoever. They've shown
that match against Burnley. So any improvements they add to that team, it's sure to be exciting.
They've not made any move at all to try and sign him.
Just sign him after you play us. Not that I'm worried or.
They haven't been in
I mean, we'll beat you with or without Eze, but you know what I mean. Go ahead and
you know,
let Eze play against the other teams, not us, man. Come on.
If Arsenal
We've got enough to worry about.
Spurs do want to sign me. They're very interested in signing me, and they're going to stump up the money. Of course, Spurs, as we know, they need a player in that position because of Maddison's injury, and Eze looks like he's going to be on his way to Spurs. A bit of a blow for the fans because a lot of us as Arsenal fans would have loved to have seen Eze sign, me included. I love Eze as a player. He's got unbelievable talent.
That's right.
However, if we're really being honest, he's not a left winger. It's not really what we need. It's just that when you see a player of that ability and that quality, and he can kind of play on the left wing as well, you're thinking, yeah, but still get him. But is he really that out-and-out left winger that Arsenal need? It looks like Andrea Berta and Arteta are looking at him thinking, no, he's not. Arteta spoke the other day about...
You know, it's interesting to think where Arsenal are getting all this money from, guys.
In that number 10, and certainly we've seen that all pre-season, that Ethan Wanieri has been the player playing in that number 10 position. It's not like they've been... He's just signed a new contract as well.
They've been frugal,
and it looks like
in this current transfer window anyway. They've spent a lot of money already.
Ethan Wanieri is an amazing talent. And you've got Martin Odegaard there as well. I'm not against it. I'm not to mention Victor. We've got to buy a left winger now. We've got to buy a specialist left winger if we are not getting Eze. There's been lots of talk is, will we have the money to go big for someone?
Yeah, that's my point exactly.
I noted when I saw yesterday, the finance expert, Kieran Maguire, was saying that Arsenal have got huge headroom to do further big deals, despite the fact that they spent £192 million this summer and haven't really moved on many players. They've only, you know, about less than
Mikel Arteta is
in deals coming back the other
way. Getting up to that billion mark, people.
You know, they're in no danger of falling foul of PSR rules, so they could go big for a further signing. We've been hearing from Arsenal over the last few weeks, though, that they got to sell first before they bring anybody in. Now, this has been annoying some fans. Again, I was speaking to a couple of fans yesterday. I was at the London Card Show, and there was a couple of fans coming up to me saying, why is it with us? It's always us. We got to sell first. And that's not strictly true because if you look at Manchester City, they're interested in RODRYGO. They're interested in Donnarumma, but they're saying they have to sell first. and they haven't yet moved for those players. Chelsea want Xavi Simons, Chelsea want Garnacho, but they're saying they have to sell first. So this is not a unique position. Manchester United are interested in several players as well, but they're saying they need to move out, you know, players like Jadon Sancho and that first. So this is not a unique position to us.
I wonder just how many like more major signings are expected to happen in these 2 weeks.
PTSD,
I think it's less than 2 weeks
previous
at this point,
windows, but this is not something that's just unique to Arsenal.
Like
that
12
we have
days,
to, you know, we're looking to sell players first or move players on
till
first
the end of the transfer window.
We make maybe that
Is
last
EZE,
big signing.
will EZE be playing for Liverpool,
be
or
RODRYGO? Lots
is
of
he
the reports
staying with
are
the
is the
Geordies?
player that Arsenal would like to bring in, but it poses big problems. Number one, does he want to leave? He's been playing bit part at Real Madrid, as we know. They've got Osasuna on Tuesday. He'll probably be on the bench for that. So there's number one is, does he want to leave? The likelihoods is that he would make a move. Secondly, Manchester City, they're very interested in signing him. They want to get rid of Savinho.
We don't want to get rid of
Savinho.
Okay, Savinho wants to have more playing time.
You know, Real Madrid will be in a great position to charge the maximum price, and they said to want 100 million euros. That's 86 million pounds, and Arsenal might have to stomp that up. Arsenal would probably prefer a loan with an obligation or something like that if they are to make a move. Mikel Arteta's a big admirer, and they would have to probably move out, say, a Leandro Trossard. But it is RODRYGO that seemingly seems to be the number one target for that left-wing area. There were rumours this last couple of days that Real Madrid contacted Arsenal this week about a possible swap deal involving RODRYGO and William Saliba, and that Arsenal promptly turned that down. I hope, you know.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
That, you know, they would.
Bro, Real Madrid are always on the outrageous
tip. Could Arsenal make a move for RODRYGO? They've also been linked once again to Kang In Lee. I spoke about this one a couple of days ago. Kang In Lee of PSG, the South Korean, again getting linked with Arsenal. Scored a great goal against Spurs the other day in the Super Cup. Reports that Arsenal could make a move from him. This coming from Court Offside. Manchester United also interested. As I've been saying, I'm not sure about this one. A player that predominantly plays more on the right wing or an attacking midfielder, and they're just turning down, you know, the chance to sign EZE who's more of an attacking midfielder. I'm not too sure about this one, but Kang In Lee being linked. This one came out of the blue yesterday. Luis Benedetti of Palmeiras, heavily linked with a move to Arsenal. Reports are that Arsenal are trying to sign the 19-year-old centre-back, seen as a big, big prospect. He's a big, big guy as well. 6'6" tall he is, centre-back. But good on the ball, as well as being a good defender. He's another one of these players has been identified by Andrea Berta. Andrea Berta would like to sign him. Seen as a top prospect. Could this be done before the end of the transfer window? One to keep an eye on. Luis.
Has anybody been watching this person? Robbie's talking about.
That one came. And also getting linked with Frankie de Jong of Barcelona. The midfielder said to be interested in Arsenal. Arteta is a big admirer of Frankie de Jong. He's been, bought in at Barcelona for a big fee when he first joined. He's been linked with several moves away over the past few years, but he's still at Barcelona. But his contract is starting to run down. Arsenal said to be interested. However, this is more a deal for next summer.
Yeah,
right? They're looking to make a move once his contract expires. I mean,
what's the point in
for me, him
making all this like known now, so that people can
Frankie de Jong would come in, but also be
jump in the race and start competing for his signature as well. Like
Zinchenko, as I said,
I don't get that.
Move to Fenerbahce in a deal said to be worth around about £8 million. That is what Fenerbahce have reportedly bid to try and get this done. However, Court Offside claiming today that Real Betis are also interested in Zinchenko and that he would favour a move to Spain over Turkey. So one to watch this one. Be interesting to see if he's in the squad or even gets on today, Zinchenko, when Arsenal take on Manchester United. So those are the rumours for today. Of course, I'm recording this show in the morning. Arsenal versus Manchester United today. Big game at Old Trafford. Arsenal underway in the season, but will there be any more additions before the end of the transfer window? Thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Shout out Don Robbie, man. It's the end of the video. Listen, there's a few interesting things to discuss about this, and the top of that list is the RODRYGO situation with Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Manchester City. I've made it very clear here that I want Manchester City in blue this season. I've been very impressed with how we played, especially being without Rodri on the weekend. I think Bernardo Silva was absolutely outstanding. There's not a lot that's been said about him from pundits and everybody. Everybody seems to be praising Tiani Reinders, and rightfully so. He was absolutely, he was the man of the match, so that should tell you all you need to know. Bernardo Silva held it down at midfield, I thought. We were looking shaky in the beginning when Wolves were like hoofing balls over our heads, trying to like hit us on the, on the counter, which didn't work, They kind of like lost their fervor after Erling Haaland and Tiani scored those goals. You know what I mean? I didn't see any more hoofballs after that. They were kind of like set back and try to protect, unsuccessfully. They tried to protect their goal. But, obviously you guys know how that went. I'm interested in the RODRYGO situation because I don't remember clearly. That's why I'm trying to look this up right now. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So what I was looking up was who the left winger for our match against Wolverhampton was, and it was Jeremy Doku, right? And I love Jeremy, but he was like, he was as shaky as ever during that match. You know what I mean? Very unimpactful, and that's why a RODRYGO. Can you imagine the amount of firepower that would give us on that side if he was there? So let's Oscar Bob, you know what I mean, also was, I have my own opinions about it. If you guys want to know about my opinions, obviously you need to know, you know what you need to do. Hit the like button. Let's get us to 20 likes so we can bring out the X-Files. Scary hours, people. But anyway, yeah, so RODRYGO would be a very good fit for us on the left wing this season, especially considering how good we looked, starting off the season. So, yeah, I'm very interested in that. Arsenal, I'm very curious about their financial situation. Robbie mentioned it there. Apparently, he says that they're good to sign or to make another big money signing. We'll just see how that works out, or if any of these players that they're interested in are actually interested in them. Hopefully not, or hopefully if they are, then it's not the ones that we want, or not the one that we want. Yeah, I mean, a bunch more stuff happened, that I was like half paying attention to. Apparently there's a center back that they like, and Frankie de Jong, they're starting to scout him from Barcelona. That's a very interesting shout from Andrea Berta, if it's true. And by the way, people, listen, all the information about the Rodri situation that I've gotten has come from these like reports, these daily transfer daily reports, and I've just been watching these, and I've been watching a little bit of Fabrizio's channel. So I haven't been on Twitter. I don't really know. I'm not like investigating anything. I kind of have to like rely on Robbie and, hope that his sources are accurate. You know what I mean? So if we do make a move for RODRYGO, it'll most likely be on the Transfer Daily show, and it'll most likely be here with you guys. So that's when I'll find out about it. If you guys know anything else that you'd like me to know about it, then just leave it on the comments. Along with the comment, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, the business, and I'll catch you guys later, man. It's been real. You know what I mean? 2 videos in one day. I don't know if this is going to come out on the same day as the last video, maybe the next afternoon. But it's coming out, people. You know what I mean? We're playing catch up, like I said. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are amazing. The support is crazy. And peace out, man.